so this is a video to change the heating element on the Osmio Zero or the Osmio Fusion. We have already taken the casing off of the Zero itself, and also the casing, just move these screws over, the casing to the heating element itself. It will be on over the heating element with 4 screws, and you also need to remove this, which will be here, with your driver. You will need some long nose pliers, ideally with a flat edge, to secure the wires correctly later on. A flathead screwdriver to be able to get into the screws. The heating element will come with a blue film on it. Please remove that before you install it. We will now disconnect each wire individually and attach them onto the new heating element. Pop that to one plate at one area so you can access the other wires. We'll just do the same for each wire here. So the 2 wires here, and then also these 4 wires here. Again, we're just taking them off one at a time and attaching onto your new heating element, just to make sure that they're in the correct positions. So there are 2 pieces of tubing that are attached onto the heating element. They both have cable ties securing them in place. You can carefully cut the cable ties off. Alternatively, you can break the cable tie, as seen here. The bottom one comes off quite easily. The top one you may need to kind of manoeuvre off. There is sometimes a little bit of glue that's holding the tubing onto the heating element. That can be kind of picked off if there is some. So you'll need a couple of cable ties for both of the tubes. So you can either put them around the tubing first before you attach onto the heating element, or you can do it after, whichever works for you. Okay. This bit is a little bit fiddly. You may need to hold the tubing from this side here to be able to push it onto the heating element spout. So it needs to be flush as you can get it to the heating element, and then pop your cable tie on. Then if you can trim the excess of the cable tie off, ideally. This tubing's a lot easier than the other one. Trim off the excess. Okay, and then just pop the casing on. You may need to adjust the heating element into place. This has 4 screws. Okay, so last thing to do here is just to reattach the nut. Once that's secure, you can then pop the main casing onto the system, and then set it up as normal to test the hot water.